Hello everyone, I just wanted to cover a quick topic today, something that I think gets overlooked occasionally by users of our system, and that is the Y button. So the Y reasoning, or the Y button, will actually show you why a result is showing the way it is, and if a carrier is excluded or declined, we'll tell you why. So what we'll do, put in a 55-year-old Ohio male. So this will pretty much show everything, and we'll put in COPD. Let's say date of diagnosis 2019. Nebulizer, no, but 3 or more medications, yes. We'll get quote. So you can see pretty much every carrier will have the Y button next to it. So this, quite obviously, will show you why a carrier is showing the result that it's showing, so that you can become just as good of an underwriter as the system is, or pretty close to it, hopefully. Now this is important because not only do we show you why it's showing for the carriers that are available, you'll see that certain carriers, like 2 good examples here. So Royal Arcanum, there's only, for this product, it's approved graded or it's not. So there's no need to show the Y button if it's approved. Same thing for Prosperity, GTL, some other products, the prime term. It's either approved or declined. So there's no need for us to show the Y button unless it's declined. But when we go down to the declines here, you can see that COPD would cause RNA to go graded, and that's not available in Ohio right now. Some carriers are like under 55, or under 50, so they're not going to, like Occidental is not offered in Ohio. Where would be an example? Family Choice is not available anyway. A lot of carriers just aren't available based on state, and COPD will decline some of them. I think would be a good example to show. Yeah, Oxford, COPD in the past 3 is a decline. And I think Americo is another good one. So for Americo, the guarantee product has like a 85-88% commission cut, so we don't even display that because it's too high to be a viable option. So the Y button can tell you some interesting things sometimes if you don't understand why something is showing the way it is. What we're going to do real quick is just pop in insulin. No complications, we'll say first fill 2017. We don't really care about the units, we'll say unsure. No. Hit get quote. And what I want to point out here, a few things. So for KSKJ, they have the question numbering system. So if you have 2 yes answers in section blank, it'll actually change the decision to either modified or declined, depending on if you're in the modified or standard section. We have, what's another one? GCU is another one. So 2 yes answers in the standard section, and Transamerica as well. So this is a good example of, if you're underwriting the case or if someone's giving you advice and they're not really thinking about it, 2 yes answers can change the decision. So COPD and insulin on their own are fine. That's Transamerica standard. But when you have 2 of them, that's where it changes the decision. So in cases where you don't understand, it's important to mouse over the button and understand why we're showing what we're showing, so that it'll, in many cases, help you pivot or explain something. Let's say this client was sitting in front of an agent who was talking about Transamerica last week, and they're thinking about going with that, and the agent was trying to sell standard, and you can say, okay, well, look here, I just ran you through the system, and you can spin your device around and say, you have 2 yes answers in section 3. That agent didn't really know what they were talking about, because that's going to go graded, and that's a much higher price than what he quoted you. So that's one way you can use it. And if we scroll down, it's the usual declines from the last time. I think there's not really any changes here. But when we scroll back up here, you can see we have the rest of our carriers just as we had before. So it's important to take a look at the Y button. It'll help you understand the underwriting a little bit better. And again, if you have any questions while using the system, you can always reach us here on the chat, or you can send us an email at contact@fextoolkit.com. Thanks.